What are the three things Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita surely leads every person to hell? Huh?
Ignorance.
Okay. Because of ignorance, there is lust, there is anger, and there is greed. And we see in today's world, all these three things are rising. And can you get any external help to control your lust, anger, and greed? No. So what is required? Internal reformation is required. Character is required. And how the character will come? When will we apply the spiritual process? So restraint and regulation. In this world, people do not want to have any regulation. They want to be like animals. For animal life, there is no regulation. Is there any regulation in animal life? No. So modern man and women have become completely unregulated. They don't want to have any restraint or control. So here we see Krishna is, through Arjuna, Krishna is all educating all of us that how we have to check these demoniac tendencies. These are there. These are there within us. But what we have to do? We have to minimize the demoniac tendencies and maximize the divine tendencies. Hare Krishna. You are logged in here also? Hare Krishna. Okay, please be seated. So we see in this universal form, we see two forms here. So far we have seen two forms. What are the forms that we have seen in this chapter? Arjuna requested the universal form. But along with universal form, Krishna showed him the Krishna showed him the Kal Rupa, or the personification of death. And Arjuna is very terrified by seeing this frightening form. This is very ferocious, frightening form. And Arjuna is asking, who are you and what is your mission? So far, Arjuna was only having this desire to see the universal form. What is the universal form? He sees the entire cosmic manifestation in one place. Krishna says, by me in my by my splendor, I manifest and pervade the entire creation. So Arjuna requested, so please show me that form. Not for himself, for others who do not accept the authority of Krishna. Very good. So for the generations to come, to clear their doubt and their ambiguity, Arjuna asked this. But when Krishna showed this Kala Rupa, so what he sees in one place that how everyone else will meet his death. That is very ghastly. That is very frightening. गौरंगी चुपचाप एक जगह बैठो. And what he sees, so from 15 till 31, what Arjuna sees in the universal form, what he sees that all the warriors, they are being slain by Krishna in his universal form. And then he sees the Kal Rupa, when Krishna says that I am the destroyer of everyone and everything. And Krishna tells Arjuna what he should do. In the 33rd and the 34th verse, he says that get up, prepare to fight and win glory. Because I have already conquered and killed your enemies. And in the 35th verse, after seeing Krishna's Kalarup and how he has already killed all the great warriors on the side of the enemies, Arjuna begins to offer his obeisances. In the 35th verse, we saw that Sanjay said to Dhritarashtra, O king, after hearing these words from the Supreme Personality of Godhead, The trembling Arjuna offered obeisances with folded hands. Namaskritva bhuya evah Krishnam. He fearfully spoke to Lord Krishna in a faltering voice as follows. It's a very beautiful section. This section is the section where Arjuna will express his gratitude. This section is, Acharya says, this section of prayers. Previously, we saw Arjuna's prayers also. Where?
The starting verses 20.
Which 10th chapter? What are you speaking? In the 10th chapter. Which were the verses in the 10th chapter? Very good. From 10.12. 10.12 till practically 10.20. You see, till 10.20 where Krishna says, Aham Atma Gudakesha Sarvabhut Ashaya Sthita. Yeah. From 19. From 19. So in this section also, we will see Arjuna is offering his prayers. So the prayers must have 4 components. If we are to pray to the Supreme Lord, very, very powerful way to connect to the Supreme Lord is the process of offering prayers. It is such a big weapon for us to cut our anarthas and our ignorance and our attachment. The weapon is to offer heartfelt prayers. Through the process of prayers, we can connect with the Supreme Lord. So what happens is, through the prayers, our submission and our request goes towards the Lord, and from the Lord's side, what comes? His blessings and mercy. So it is a two-way channel. It is never one way. Many times we have this feeling that we are praying, but he is not hearing. But the problem with us is we want him to hear on our terms. That will never happen. That will never happen. But it is not so that he is not hearing. The point is that we are not praying for the proper reciprocation. So we see this is a very, very, very important section. It has both the personal application point also, and also we can see our preaching application point. So we will see from verse number 36 till practically 38. So first thing is that we should glorify the Lord. Like we say, Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu. So we glorify the Lord. What is the Lord? He is the ocean of mercy. Hey Krishna, Dina Bandhu. He is the friend of the fallen or distressed, Dina Bandhu. And he is Jagat Pate. He is the master of the universe. So the first thing is that we should glorify the Lord. Any section of prayers that you will see, the bona fide authorized representative of the Lord, first thing they will do is glorify. When we are writing the Vyas Puja offering also, this should always be done. How to glorify the Lord? We should glorify those who are representatives of the Lord. Genuinely, not artificially. It will not work. Whatever genuine appreciation or regard that we have, we must convey. So very beautiful section. Arjuna Uvacha, this 36th verse. Sthane Rishikesh Tava Prakritya Jagat Prahasyati Anurajayate Cha. Rakshamsi Bhitani Disho Dravanti Sarve Namasyanti Cha Siddha Sangha. Arjuna Uvacha Sthane Rishikesh Tava Prakritya Jagat Prahasyati Anurajayate Cha. Rakshamsi Bhitani Disho Dravanti Sarve namasyanti cha siddha sangha. Recite. Okay. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padmalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavansya Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamsha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vansha Kalpatarubhyasya Kripa Sindhu Vevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Haro Namah. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashyata Deshatarine. So here we see Arjuna is glorifying. What he is using the term? He is using the term Rishikesha. And he is saying that Sthane Rishikesha Tava Prakritya. Prakritya means the glories. So he is saying that, my dear Lord, O Master of the senses, whenever your glories are sung, Jagat Prahasyati, the entire world is joyful. So if we glorify the Lord, what will be the result? That we will become joyful and the world will also become joyful. Very powerful process of offering prayers. So Jagat Prahasyati, the entire world will become joyful and it will also become Anurajyatecha. Anurajyatecha means when we will hear the glories of the Lord, what is the natural outcome of hearing the glories of the Lord? What will happen? Nothing will happen. If you hear the glories of someone, what do you do? Huh? Yes. We feel some respect. We feel respect. We feel reverence. We feel a kind of attraction to that person, isn't it? So our hearts will be attracted and attached to the Supreme Lord. Very important. So two important things. Jagat Prahasyati, that the world will become joyful and our hearts will come closer to you. It will become absorbed, it will become attached. There will be attraction for the Supreme Lord. What is the difference between a devotee and a demon? A devotee has attraction for the Lord, where the demon, he has no attraction for the Lord. Rather, he has feeling of enviousness or repulsion for the Lord. That is the difference. So the devotees, they will be joyful, and in their heart, they will have attraction and attachment to the Lord. Whereas those are demoniac, rakshamsi bhitani dishodravanti. Those who are demoniac, non-devotees, what they will have? They will have fear. The demons are afraid and they will have fear. And dishodravanti. They will run here and there. They will run in all directions. They will flee from here. Sarve namasyanti cha siddha sangha. And everyone will offer their respectful prayers or respectful homage. Prabhupada has written here homage. So this is all what is rightly done. Arjuna said, O master of the senses, the world becomes joyful upon hearing your names. And thus everyone becomes attached to you. So in the morning I was taking a class in Faridabad. There is this one beautiful verse that the name of the Lord is so powerful. 1:14. I took this verse from Srimad Bhagavatam. I'll share that verse with you. Yeah, it says that living beings who are entangled in the complicated meshes of birth and death can be freed immediately by even unconsciously chanting the holy name of Krishna. So, this is all auspicious because whatever suffering that we have to undergo gets eliminated just by hearing the names of the Lord. So, just upon hearing your name, everyone becomes attached to you. Although the perfected beings offer you their respectful homage. Who are the perfected being? Sarve namasyanti cha siddha sangha. Siddha means those who are perfected. The perfected human beings. The sages, the saintly persons, those who are advanced on the path of self-realization. So they all offer you respectful homage. But the demons, rakshamsi bhitani dishodravanti. They are afraid and they flee here and there. All this is rightly done. So Prabhupada says in the purport, Arjuna, after hearing from Krishna about the outcome of the battle of Kurukshetra, already he has seen in the 34th verse that all the great warriors, they have been killed by Krishna, they have been slain. And Krishna has already told them that you only simply fight and you win the battle because the battle is already won. You only take the credit. So Krishna is very kind. He allows his devotees to take credit. So you have heard that, na, karte ho tum kanaiya, mera naam ho raha hai. This is true. But of course, he empowers his devotee. And many times he takes test of his devotees also, or whether he's serious or not. So here Arjuna is saying that as a great devotee and friend of Supreme Personality of Godhead, he said that everything done by Krishna is quite fit. Arjuna confirmed that Krishna is the maintainer and the object of worship for the devotees and the destroyer of the undesirables. His actions are equally good for all. So Krishna is all good. Whatever he does is always fair. He never does any injustice to anyone, anywhere. But the point is, when we are on the receiving side, when it is not to our liking, we disagree. But that does not mean that he does any injustice to anyone. Arjuna understood herein that when the battle of Kurukshetra was being concluded in outer space, there were present many demigods, siddhas, and the intelligentsia of the higher planets. And they were observing the fight because Krishna was present there. So when this fight of Kurukshetra was happening, so those who are in the higher planetary system, they were also observing it. They were observing it from the higher realms. When Arjuna saw the universal form of the Lord, the demigods took pleasure in it, but others who were demon and atheists could not stand in when the Lord was praised. So, out of their natural fear of the devastating form of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, they fled. Krishna's treatment of the devotee and the atheist is praised by Arjuna. In all cases, a devotee glorifies the Lord because he knows that whatever he does is good for all. So, may I ask in this, what is the personal application in this verse? Let us, get closer to this verse. Let this conversation not remain between Krishna and Arjuna. Normally, it remains between Krishna and Arjuna. And we are what? We're not even spectators. So what is the personal application from this verse? You understand what is personal application? Very good. So what will be the result if we hear and chant Krishna's name? Wait, let us speak. Yeah.
Will be free of the
Yeah, here what he is saying, we will be joyful. This is the most important thing. If we chant, we can become joyful. But the problem is in the initial stage, why we don't experience joy? Because we are in the disease condition. I'll give you one example. When you have your clothes which is very dirty, if you put in the washing machine, if you put a lot of detergent, a lot of water, and you put it for washing, what happens? What comes out? Only dirt. But is the cloth being washed or not? But in one wash, it will not become clean because the dirt is too much. So in the disease condition, like we have jaundice, this disease called jaundice. So what happens in jaundice? The taste becomes changed. If you even take sugar candy, it looks bitter. So is the sugar candy bitter? The person is not having the right palate. There is a imbalance in his palate. So what is the remedy? If he gives up sugar and he starts taking salt, so will it become sweet? Huh? So what he has to do? He has to continue taking the sugar candy. And gradually what will come? His taste will come. His taste will come. So initially there is struggle. Because Krishna will speak when we will come in the 17th chapter, that which is Amrit, or that which is nectar, in the initial stage, it looks like poison. And that which is poison, it looks like nectar. This is with every conditioned living entity. So what we have to do? Until the poison comes out, what we have to do? We have to keep drinking the nectar. And what is the nectar? Nectar is the holy name. If we don't take the nectar, then what remains? Poison. So very important that we should chant the holy name. Very good. This is the personal application. You are doing it every day? Okay. At least you have started. I don't know what others. They are taking time. It is up to you. If you feel that one lifetime is long time. And supposedly you come to know that where you are staying, uh, in one of the rooms below that where you are staying, there is a treasure of $1 million. So what he will say, after 10 years, I will take it. Let me remain. What is the hurry? Huh? Will we do that? Will we be able to sleep? Huh? There will be so much of kicking and pushing from within that unless and until we find it and we possess it, we will not leave it. So our acharyas are saying, there is one beautiful verse of Srila Rupa Goswami. He's saying how much nectar is there in the holy name. That these 2 years are not sufficient for me to hear. So what he is praying to Lord Chaitanya that give me millions of years so that I can hear. But when you give me millions of years, then one tongue to chant is not sufficient. Then I also want millions of tongue to chant to be able to taste this nectar. So very good that we should chant the holy name. Because if we chant, then gradually what we will do, our existence will change. Our poison which is there in the inside, what is the poison? The desire for sense gratification, sense enjoyment. Trying to see that through this material creation, we can achieve happiness or success. So that is with all materialists because they are not having any spiritual insight. So they are thinking externally they can receive the resources for happiness and enjoyment. But a spiritualist is not interested in such illusionary activities. So very important is chanting. And the devotional service begins, the beginning of the devotional service is with chanting. If we don't chant, then the process of devotional service in our life does not begin. You want to see the evidence? 6:3:22. In the verse 6:3:22. Today morning I was giving Chetan Charitamrita class in Faridabad. So it was also talking about the glories of the holy name. So this is, you can note down. How many of you are having Bhagavatam in your house? Well, oh, I was to bring Bhagavatam for you. Last time you said. Tomorrow, bhai, when you are coming, you should please carry. You are not having Bhagavatam in your house? You should take one. Keep Bhagavatam with you. If you keep Bhagavatam, there is so much merit. And of course, if you have Bhagavatam, if you keep car with you, then what you will do? You will keep it in the garage. Will you do that? You will drive and enjoy it or not? So if you have it in the house, there is all possibility you will read it also. The purpose is to read. Gradually to come to that stage when we can have Bhagavatam entering our life. Bhagavatam is what? Is Krishna himself. Krishna's bodily form is Srimad Bhagavatam. Krishna's Vani is Bhagavad Gita and Krishna's Vapu is Srimad Bhagavatam. So we should have both. And when you have, sufficiently advanced, then we should have Chaitanya Charitamrita. But that is only for those who are in the practicing level. Because that is the Prayojan Tattva. That is the highest. So it says this verse this is another very interesting conversation. This is a conversation between Yamraj and his messengers, Yamadutas. So what happened, the Yamadutas, they went to bind Ajamil and drag him to the hellish world. For the first time, they encountered the Vishnu Dutas and they were defeated. And when they were defeated, they were very, very appalled that how is this? That there is someone who is superior to us. So they came and they questioned Yamraj that so far we were thinking that you are the most powerful person. How is it there is someone more powerful than you? Huh? And then they question him that what is dharma? On what basis this sinful Ajamil, he has been rescued? Entire life he did so much sinful activity. On what basis the Vishnu Devtas came and rescued him, and why they rescued him? So there is a big discourse between the Yamaraj and the Yamadutas. So Yamaraj says, Yamaraj is also one of the Mahajan, of the 12 Mahajan, of the authority, he is one. He says, this is 6:322. Etavaneva loke asmin pumsa dharma parasmrita bhakti yogo bhagavati tannam grahanadibhi. Devotional service beginning with the chanting of the holy name of the Lord is the ultimate religious principle for the living entity in human society. So this is very, very important. It depends, how much time we want to spend in this material world or how many lives we want to spend in this material world. If we have still not been fried, if we want to still receive more jolts from Maya, then we can again come back. If some student is hell-bent that he wants to remain in the same class, then what the teacher can do? The teacher can do nothing. You can only pray for him. Okay, this is one application that we must chant the name of the Supreme Lord. So what it will do, it will give us joy in the heart and it will increase our attraction and attachment to the Lord. Very good. What else is personal application from this verse?
Demons from
Sorry?
demons from mind.
Demons?
From mind.
Very good. Very good thought. The demoniac mentality that we have in our heart, the demons of sinful desires. The demons are there in the form of sinful desires that we have. So they will all flee. They'll all be thrown out. Very good. So this is purification. Our heart will become purified. In our heart, what do we have? We have millions of desires. And are the desires to serve the Supreme Lord is there? How many desires we have to serve the Supreme Lord? Anyone? Whose desire are more to serve the Supreme Lord than the desire to enjoy? So those desires which are sinful desires, demoniac desires, they will be leading from our heart. They will flee from our heart. Very good. Very good application. Thank you. Good thought. But then you have to chant. Only speaking is not sufficient. Okay, very good. Think. What else? What else is the advantage? Sorry? No, here we are asking about from this prayer of Arjuna, that what is the personal application, how we can take advantage of this. Yeah. That I was just, trying to explain to you. Yeah. See, for teachers and parents to demand respect is not good. It will never happen. They cannot demand. By their conduct, they will command. It is by their conduct they can command. For us also. By our exemplary conduct, behavior only, we can see people accepting our proposals. Otherwise, they will not. If we say something and we do something else, that is called hypocrisy. Krishna says it is mithyachar, pretender. The world is full of pretenders. In the Kali Yuga, you don't see someone who walks his talk. So we have to become exemplary. And by our exemplary conduct and behavior, we can inspire others. So it is very important. Very important. The father who is drinking or who is smoking, he can never tell his son not to smoke and drink. And the son will never hear. Will he ever hear? He will never hear. He will start in his, teens only. So this is very important. Okay, some more application points from this verse. I will not do it with every verse, but I'm just, making you think.
Whatever happens.
Yeah. How? Now from this verse, how do we connect that? Arjuna is addressing Krishna as Rishikesha. Arjuna is addressing Krishna as Rishikesha. Oh, master of the senses. So we should always pray to Krishna. Very important aspect is because our mind and our senses are uncontrolled. Is it controlled? It is uncontrolled. And it is always pushing us in the wrong directions. So if we pray to Krishna, that Krishna, you as the master and controller of the mind and senses, you kindly control my mind and senses so that I can follow what you are giving us, the direction that you are giving. So that will be very, very effective, very glorious for us. Then we can see our mind and senses will not disturb us so much. Okay, in this way, there can be many, many applications. Okay, so when Krishna will control our mind and senses, then there is no problem. Then there will not be any struggle. Then struggle in life is over. Because Krishna has become our charioteer. Krishna becomes Arjuna's charioteer. Because Arjuna allowed the reins of the horses to be controlled by Krishna. In our case, are we giving the control to Krishna? We want to keep the control with our mind. So the horses are uncontrolled. Okay. So in this way, Arjuna is glorifying the Supreme Lord. So the next verse. Kasmakchatena nameran mahatman Kariyase brahmano api adi kartare Ananta devesh jagannivasa Tvamaksharam sad asat tat param yat Kasmakchatena namaren mahatman Kariyase brahmano api adi kartare Ananta devesh jagannivasa Tvamaksharam sadasat tatparam yat. Recite. Kasmacha tena namaren mahatma Gariyase brahmano api adi kartare Ananta devesha jagannivasa Tvamaksharam Tvamaksharam sadasat param yat Kasmachatena namaren mahatma
Gariyase brahmano api adi kartare
Gariyase brahmano
Ananta devesh jagannivasa
Devesha jagannivasa
Tvamaksharam sarasat tatparam yat
Tvamaksharam sadasat tatparam yat. Ladies, recite.
कस्माच्च ते नामरेण महात्मा
Kasmachatena namarin mahatma
गरीयसे ब्रह्मणोऽपि अधिकर्तरे
kariyase brahmano api adi kartare devesha nivasa
शरं सत् असत्तत्परतुम्
amaksharam sadasatparam. So he is glorifying the Lord. He is saying that you should be offered obeisances because you are the greatest. Gariyase brahmano api adi kartare. Adi karta means the origin. Adi means the origin. And karta means the creator. So Brahma is the creator. But Brahma is the secondary creator. Who is the creator of Brahma? Krishna, Vishnu. And who is the source of Vishnu? Krishna. So he is saying Gariyase, that you are higher or you are better than even Brahma, who is the supreme creator. And you are Ananta, you are unlimited, and you are Devesha. Deva means the demigod, and Isha means the master or controller. So you are not only the greater than Brahma, you are greater and you are the master of all the demigods. You are Anant, you are unlimited, and you are Jagan Nivasa. Jagan Nivas means that he is the refuge or shelter of the entire universe. Jagat Nivasa. And he is Tvam Aksharam. Aksharam means, Shara means that which is fallible. And Aksharam means that which is infallible. Varangi, क्या कर रही है अच्छा attendance. So you are Aksharam, that in any cases you are, in any situation you are infallible or invincible. You are beyond both Sat and Asat, cause and effect. And you are Param. You are the transcendental, you are the highest. So, O greater one, greater than even Brahma, Gariyase Brahmano. You are the original creator. You are also the creator of Brahma. Why then should they not offer their respectful obeisances? Kasman Chetana Namaren Mahatmana. Why they should not offer you respects? O limitless one, O gods of God. God of God is Devesha. Devesha. Refuge of the universe, Jagan Nivasa. You are invincible. It is Aksharam. The cause of all causes, transcendental to this material manifestation. So in this way, Arjuna is glorifying the Supreme Lord, the universal form. By this offering of obeisances, Arjuna indicates that Krishna is worshipable by everyone. He is all pervading and he is the soul of every soul. How is the soul of every soul? He is the Paramatma. He is the super soul of every soul. He is residing in the heart of the entire living entities, all the living entities. He is also the super soul of the universe. How? Yes.
Is the super soul of the universe as all beings originate from him and the impersonal is which worship the ultimate soul.
So we said that as the super soul is Shirodakshai Vishnu. He is the super soul of every living entity. So how is the super soul of the universe?
The universe as he is in every body and
Not every body. I'm talking about the universe. Every body is already covered. That is the super soul. What is that form? Garbhodakshai Vishnu. As Garbhodakshai Vishnu, he is the super soul of the entire universe. So here he is saying this, that He is the soul of every soul. He is also the soul of every universe. Arjuna is addressing Krishna as Mahatma. Mahatma means he is the greatest, which means that he is the most magnanimous and unlimited. The influence and energy of the Supreme Lord. So his energy and his influence is everywhere. Maya tatam idam sarvam jagat avyakt mutina. And Devesh means that he is the controller of all the demigods and is above all of them. He is the shelter of the whole universe. What is that verse? What is that word? Jagan Nivasa. Arjuna also thought that it was fitting that all the perfect living entities and powerful demigods offer their respectful obeisances unto him, because no one is greater than him. Arjuna especially mentions that Krishna is greater than Brahma, because Brahma is created by him. Brahma is born out of the lotus stem grown from the navel abdomen of Garbhodakshai Vishnu, who is Krishna's plenary expansions. Therefore, Brahma and Lord Shiva, who is born of Brahma and all other demigods, must offer their respectful obeisances. It is stated in Srimad Bhagavatam that the Lord is respected by Lord Shiva and Brahma and other similar demigods. The word Aksharam is very significant because this material creation is subject to destruction. But the Lord is above the material creation. He is the cause of all causes, and being so, he is superior to all conditioned soul within this material nature as well as the material cosmic manifestation itself. He is therefore the all great supreme. He is the all great supreme. This is the explanation of word. Which word in this verse? Mahatma. 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 Okay. So what is the personal application from this verse? What is the understanding? Huh?
Accepting Krishna as the ultimate.
As the ultimate?
Free fire.
So what it means? How does it make any difference to us? Does it make any difference to us? How? How do we accept Krishna as the Supreme Personality? This is the application point. Huh? How? It is stopped. All here. What Arjuna is saying.
Arjuna said, you are the original creator, why then should they not offer the respectful obeisances?
So he is not, if he is saying to Brahma and Shiva, what about us? Should we not offer obeisances to him? If he is the greatest, then what we should do? We should offer every day obeisances to him. Krishna will speak in the 9th chapter. 4 things he will say. Man mana bhava mad bhakto madhyaji mam namaskuru. What is namaskuru? Offering? No. Obeisances. We should daily offer obeisances. Kya karu? Naam likhu? We should daily. This is not a joke. Our Goswamis, Shri Raghunath Das Goswami, every day he was offering 1000 obeisances to the deity. आप एक दिन 100 भी कर लो तो अगले दिन कमर जो है ना वो बोल जाएगी 100 भी नहीं होगा मैंने मायापुर जब जाता हूँ तो बहुत प्रयास करता हूँ बार बार प्रणाम करते 50 भी नहीं होता एक दिन में मुश्किल से 50 होता and he was offering 1000 obeisances daily to the deities and 2000 to the Vaishnavas. हम ऐसा करें तो पूरा 24 घंटे इसी में बीत जाएगा और तब भी नहीं होगा but that was his natural position because he is in that consciousness. The most important thing is, so Arjuna is asking that why should they not offer their respectful obeisances unto you? So we should offer as many times as possible. Whenever we come home, we should go in front of the deities if we have picture and we should offer obeisances. Intentionally. This is the way of glorifying the Lord. The highest way is from our heart, we always remember the Lord. But that is very, very advanced stage. That we have always remembrance of the Lord. Smartavyam satatam Vishnu, Vismartavyam na jatu Vishnu. That is very high stage. But at the physical stage, what we can do, at least we begin with offering obeisances. That is why you see in our temple, you have seen, when you come for the first time, you are surprised, shocked. ये क्या कर रहे हैं? वो पूरा दंडवत प्रणाम करते हैं, दंडवत प्रणाम करते हैं. मैं भी पहली बार आया जब इस्कॉन मंदिर में, तो I knew one person before, and I saw him offering full dandvat, so I was watching him. Then he did it, first he did it to Prabhupada, then he went in front of Gaur Nitai, वहां भी वो वही कर रहे हैं, पूरा लेट जा रहे हैं. फिर उसके बाद राधा पार्सारथी में भी किया, सीताराम में भी किया. जब उनका सब हो गया, तब मैंने उनसे बुला के बात किया. मैंने कहा वी हैव मेट. बट so this is very, very important. Why we offer obeisances? Because Krishna is recommending. This is one way of saying Sharanagati. So we don't care what the world says or what the world do. Now people don't want to offer obeisances. Why? Because in their heart they don't have any respect. They don't have any gratitude. Now do we have the culture of children waking up and touching the feet of their mother and father? That is lost. You see 2 generations back, every day it was happening. Why? Because the culture of disrespect has come down. There is no culture of respect. There is only culture of disrespect. So who will change? From where the change will come? We have to change. Sit down. Okay, what are the other application points? You can also speak, those who are hearing. It is for everyone, for all of us. Every day, as soon as we wake up, we should offer obeisances and we should offer praise to the Lord. That this day you have given us existence in this world. So please make this day a purposeful day. This day where I can offer some service to you and I can come closer to you. Very beautiful way of starting the day. Yes. Yeah.
Demoniac person, if we want something, if he wants us to perform our duties and be religious.
He does not create demoniac person. Like, does the government create criminals? Huh? If someone will say, why the government has, created jails? Because the government wants to create criminals? The government is giving the education facility also. But are the criminals people, are they accepting this facility of the government? No. So this is very important, your question here. Because Krishna, the Supreme Lord, gives us free will and independence also. As we grow, what we do? Our free will and independence, what we start doing? We start misusing it. When you are in school, you are more disciplined. As soon as you enter college, what happens? Discipline is lost. Control is lost. So as we misuse the free will and independence, so what we perform? We start performing sinful activity or demonic activity. So is the Lord responsible for that? So very important is the association. Very important is the association. From where you are having association. If you have good association, if you have saintly association, you will have inspiration to perform divine activities. And if you have bad association, then whatever good intent or aspiration you have, it will also get contaminated. You see, KKE loved Lord Ram even more than Kaushalya. That is true. But with whom she was associating? Manthara. Manthara, in her inner chambers, in her inner quarter, she was associating with Manthara. And if you have even a drop of poison in a very voluminous vessel of milk, it is sufficient to spoil it. One drop of poison can bring the entire milk to become poisonous. I have seen these devotees, those who are practicing, what they have done, they have cut their asat. And if you don't cut asat, then you remain in asat. Then you don't connect with sat also. So your question, again and again we ask the same foolish question. But are we changing? Then if you don't change, then where the demonic becomes divine? The purpose of Krishna coming and giving us Bhagavad Gita is to change the demonic to become divine. I was speaking in the morning. I'll give you the same example. That the power of the holy name. When Prabhupada was preaching in America, the first center he opened in 1966 was New York. And the second center, his disciples, his first batch of disciples, they started was San Francisco. And in San Francisco, our temple was at 520 Frederick Street. And at 518 Frederick Street, there was a store. And in that store, there was one group called diggers. You know, Americans. Diggers, you know, those who dig. So they were having many farm products. Tomatoes, apples, bananas. And in our San Francisco temple, we were having Lord Jagannath. So they used to come and offer bananas and sometimes other food products free of cost for service. I heard that sometimes they would give banana and say we want to take the banana peel back. Why? Because they will burn the banana peel and from that it will act as a drug. They were all drug addicts. They were all misdirected people. So once they invited Srila Prabhupada to come to their farm. The farm was far away from the city. And when Prabhupada reached there, what he saw, that most of the diggers, they were not wearing any cloth on their body. They were all naked. But Prabhupada was not seeing their body. Prabhupada was seeing the soul. And he questioned them. He questioned one person who came and met Prabhupada and shook his hand. Prabhupada said, "What are you doing?" And he said, "I am digging." What he was digging? He was digging the soil to get potatoes. Prabhupada said, "I am asking you what you are doing with your life." So he was taken aback because never he thought about his life and what he was doing with his life. So Prabhupada thought that there is no point in giving them any philosophy because they are not at that level where they can understand any word of philosophy. So Prabhupada told his disciples to perform Sankirtan. And then after the Sankirtan was done, Prabhupada gave them very small talk. And Prabhupada compared them with monkeys in the forest. Because the monkeys in the forest, they also live naked. Have you seen monkeys wearing any clothes? Prabhupada says they also show a lot of renunciation. But that is called Markat Vairag. They have no purpose in life. So Prabhupada told them that at least morning and evening you perform Sankirtan. You perform the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So the hippies, this was their hallmark. That whatever Prabhupada did or asked them, they very sincerely followed it. And every day they started this prayer of Hare Krishna Mahamantra before taking meals. They would all assemble, perform Kirtan, and then take their meals. And from there, we got 5 sannyasis from that group. 5 very stalwart sannyasis in ISKCON. So Harinam is working. Who says it is not working? But the point is, are we accepting? We are not accepting that, it does not mean that it does not work. So, this is very important. So, we have been given this opportunity. How much we are utilizing it depends on us. Like our teacher, some of you are teachers, you teach in a class, every student becomes first. Only one comes first. Some fail also. When they fail, they come and blame and catch you. Because the teacher is bad, so I failed. Whose fault is it? Prabhupada gives another example. When there is a rainfall, not every land gets the same produce. That only land which has been prepared, where it has been, the soil has been prepared, the seed has been sown, then it will get the advantage of the rainfall. Otherwise, what will come? Only weeds will come. So here we are seeing here in this section that how Arjuna is offering his prayers, and through the prayers he is glorifying. So he is saying that you are the greatest. This is one offense of chanting the holy name, is to consider the demigods like Brahma and Shiva to be equal to or independent of the Supreme Lord. How can we consider any minister to be equal to the Prime Minister? If somebody is flattering one minister and saying that you are equal to Prime Minister, that the minister becomes equal to Prime Minister. It's never possible. So gradually, how this misconception will be gone? Through knowledge. And when we will apply this knowledge, then we will have experience. And when we will have experience, then we will have the inspiration to change. Otherwise, it will never change. So that is why previously the system of education was Gurukul, where there was instant change. Because they were given that environment where they could apply immediately. And they were cut off from everything else. Now it is very difficult. Most of the time we are all tuned with this mobile phone and social media. One day you fast from mobile phone. One day for 24 hours, you fast from using this mobile. You see how much time you will have in your life. We are complaining we don't have time. Okay, let us come to the point. So what are the application points here in this 37th verse? One is the offering of the obeisances. As much as possible. We should count. Start counting. How many times did I offer obeisances? Keep a count. Keep a track. And we will be ashamed. The number will be very few. And sometimes it will be zero. Most of the time it will be zero. Okay, what are the other application points? Yeah, he is higher even than Brahma and Shiva. So we should not be inclined to worship the demigods. Krishna has already given the discourse that why people go and worship demigod? For material benefits. For material benefits. Sukha sampatti ghare aave, kashta mite tanka, om jai jagadish hare. That is the purpose of worshipping. Otherwise, there is no worship. Sukha sampatti ghare aave. So what have we thought? Huh? We offer 10 rupees or 100 rupees and we want a crore of rupees. So is the Lord foolish? He's so foolish. That why our 100 rupees we can take a crore rupees from him. It shows our mentality and our contamination. Pure devotees never desire anything material from the Lord. They only have one desire. Mam janmani janmaneshware bhavatat bhaktir ahetukitvam. That please give me the opportunity to render service without any return or motivation. So then they win the heart of the Lord. Then the Lord resides in the heart of such devotees. Okay, very good. That he is greater than Gariye se Brahmano. Very good. First was Kasmat Chanate Namaren Mahatmana. So if he is Mahatma, when everyone is offering obeisances, why we should not offer? Okay. Second is higher than even Brahma and Shiva. So this conception we should never allow to be covered. See, it is difficult because from the background that we are coming, even in my case also, when I came to Krishna consciousness, for many years I was doing my Hanuman Chalisa secretly, not telling my seniors that what I am doing. But one day they told me, Are Baba, Hanuman ji will be free pleased when you serve Ram, na? If you separately serve Hanuman, he will not be pleased. He will be more pleased when you serve Ram. So that day I understood. And then there is no need of doing any Hanuman Chalisa if I am doing Hare Krishna Mantra. So we are all, coming up with our own thought process, our own mind frame. It is not easy to change. Unless and until we are thoroughly convinced and there is some experience, we will not change. The most difficult thing in this world is to change. The mindset does not change. Come on, please participate. Speak. What are the other?
Surrendering.
Surrendering is very high advanced stage. Na? So what is the step towards surrender? You say that you want to become the doctor, but you cannot become doctor by just desiring or saying that I want to become a doctor. What is step 1, then step 2, then step 3? So what is there? You see from here? You find out there are so many of Krishna's glories mentioned in this verse. Ananta, Devesh, Jagannivasa, Aksharam, Sat Ashat Param. Which one, you caught and how you can apply that?
Aksharam. Aksharam and Aksharam, it is that even every material world can be destroyed. But,
Yeah,
Supreme Lord is beyond that.
yeah.
So we should not go for material things rather than.
No, it is. So, no, how? So, how Aksharam we can apply? Just think a little more deeply with the focus.
Change of mind is cause and effect.
Sorry?
Cause and effect.
Yeah. The cause and effect is, he is the creator, na? So the cause and effect is in his control. So what is the cause and effect? Brahma is the cause of creation and Shiva is the cause of devastation. So how, let us, Aksharam, just focus on it. Very beautiful meditation can happen on this. And how we can use this Aksharam in service of Krishna. Just think.
We should try to reach the transfer.
Well, that is very high, na? That is very, very high. That is something which is out of sight.
Like we should take spirit soul away.
The spirit soul awakened by our saying spirit soul cannot be awakened. Na?
Indirectly, it's saying that rather than asking for.
No, those things are there, but it will not happen just, by our speaking here in the class. See what, who can, you try, what is Aksharam?
I can't. Aksharam starts with change of mindset.
No.
From the Aksharam, it is not perishable. Like our material body is perishable. It creates and then after some time.
Still think deeper.
In laws, it was said that so can be created. So
Yeah.
Even if the body is not there, the soul must be with the soul in any life.
Think. Yes.
You should not try for the temporary things.
That is not possible, yeah. If your seed is Karela, mango cannot come out of it. You may try whatever. You have to change the seed. Then mango will come. So that is what we are saying. How to change the seed? What is Aksharam? Aksharam, yes. Yes. Yeah. That is true. Just don't read. So how can we? But I like his spirit. You know? I very much appreciate his spirit. He is always endeavoring. He is attempting. That is glorious. Anyone online? How we can, Priyanka? How we can utilize Aksharam in service? Wait.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
The Supreme Lord is beyond the material creation. Means his activities, he is aloof from the material action. So our action should be
No.
free from
Akshara means what? Okay. You are coming close. Okay, you have caught. You come on the track now. So all the relationship that exists with us, with this material body, is all shar. It will all die. All the relationship in this world we have, it is with the beginning of the body and it will terminate with the end of the body. Yes or no? There is only one relationship that we can have which will not die. That is Aksharam. If we have relationship with the Supreme. So in this prayer, Arjuna is inviting us to foster relationship with the Supreme Lord. Because this Tvam Aksharam, Sat Asat Tat Param Yad. So if we have this relationship with the Lord, actually the soul is also not subject to death. The soul is eternal and the Supreme Lord is also eternal. And between the two eternals, there can only be eternal relationship. So we should foster this relationship with the Supreme Lord. So this human life is meant for fostering relationship with the Supreme Lord. So we also become Akshara. Otherwise, we remain Shara. Okay. And he is Jagan Nivasa. So we should take refuge and shelter of the Supreme Lord. So in this way, many application points are there. There is personal application also and preaching application also. What is the preaching application? What are the preaching application? What is preaching application? You first understand what is preaching application, man. You're raising your hand. Think little more deeper. What is the preaching application? No, preaching means for others. Personal means for ourselves, and preaching is for others.
Lowest of all people who must remain that devotion and teach people.
Oh, practical aspect. I will tell you. Just think. No, how? From this prayers you have to find out. Yes. Yes, very good. We can tell the demigod worshippers that the Supreme Lord is Krishna. Because he is Devish. He is Anand. And he is Jagannivata. He is also the shelter of the greatest demigod that you are worshipping. So why not take direct shelter? Why to worship him indirectly? Krishna will speak. Krishna has already spoken that those who are worshipping the demigod, they are worshipping in a wrong way. Avidhipurvaka. So take the right process. Like I told you, I was also a demigod worshipper. Everyone who comes in ISKCON is a demigod worshipper. Hardly anyone who is a born devotee. He is come with a pure born devotee. Prahlad Maharaj. No, there are no such souls. Hardly there will be one. You are one?
I just wanted to ask. In Mahabharata,
Yeah.
Krishna himself tell Arjuna to go and worship Shiv to get Pashupata.
Yeah.
So then why he asked him to go and worship Shiv for that Astra, he could have given himself because he.
No, see, see, demigods are on a very higher pedestal. Try to understand. Like we have normal citizens, and there is ministers, and there is the prime minister. Minister is whom? Who has been selected by the prime minister. Is our position and the position of minister the same? Huh? No. So similarly, these demigods, they are the administrative heads of the universal affair. Their position is much higher. They have been appointed. They have been given the power by the Supreme Lord for a particular function to perform. And if they have the power, so Krishna is telling Arjuna to, so many times Krishna tells, he tells for others also. Even if Shivji comes, he offers pranams. If you've seen Modi, Modi will meet Rajnath Singh. He'll say, hey, you are my servant, you are my slave. Will he behave like this? What he will do? How do they meet? You have seen in function? Prime Minister will respect. But the Prime Minister will fold his hand. Although he is the one who has appointed him and he can remove it. I'll give you one more example. So, but that does not mean that he is offering respect. That means the minister has become more important than the prime minister. Is it so?
I'm not saying.
Yeah. So this is the important point. This is the important point. Of course, Shivaji's position, no Jiva can take. Shivaji is in such a unique position that not even Brahma can become Shiva. Living being can become Brahma. If he performs the Varnashram Dharma for 100 lifetimes, he can become Brahma. But no one can become Shiva. Shiva's position is reserved. Although Shivaji comes from Brahma, but his position is even higher than Brahma. They're very unique. Like you see, if somebody goes to the Prime Minister, he has a issue of health. So what will the Prime Minister say? You go to the Health Minister. And what maximum he will do? He will tell his secretary to call him. Isn't it? He will not take the role of becoming a health minister. Will he do that? No. That is not the protocol. So what is the difficulty in this? No, I don't see any difficulty. Okay. Should I take another verse? The more important is we absorb. I was thinking, I'm just reading and moving ahead. But how much are we absorbing? How much are we applying? To the extent we do that, to that extent we can see the change. We can see the transformation. Bhagavad Gita is not meant for information. Bhagavad Gita is meant for transformation. You see, Arjuna was refusing to fight. Externally, anything changed. Arjuna did not want to fight with Drona. Arjuna did not want to fight with Bhishma. But what happened? After hearing Bhagavad Gita, Bhishma and Drona came from the Kaurava side to the Pandava side. No, nothing changed. Externally, nothing changed. But what changed? The conception of Arjuna changed. The conception of Arjuna. So our conception must change gradually. And we have to be very clear and convinced about it. To the extent we are clear, we have clarity and conviction, to that extent change will come. It cannot be imposed or forced. It is never like that. So that is why Krishna is giving such knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. So that we are well informed. And then we take a decision. That will please Krishna. Not that we just become sentimental. One day we follow and the other day we will deny to follow. And then there is no change. That is only what? There is only situational change. There is no perceptual change. Okay, I'll take questions. If you have questions, I have 5-7 minutes. Yes. Huh? Swami Dev? Here. Where is the word Swami Dev? Where is the word Swami? He's Adi Dev, na? He is the origin of the demigods. We saw he is the origin of Brahma and Shiva both. Arjuna has understood this. In our case, it is only information. It is not realization. So application, without application, there is no realization. To the extent we have application, to that extent we will have realization. You should ask questions, question on what we have discussed. Then the understanding can go deeper. Otherwise, it remains on surface. Yes. How can it go to Krishna? If we are praying to the demigods, if you see, you are the mother, okay. If the son goes to the neighbor's house and says that I will dine here, you getting my point? They are created, but they are created for different functions. They are created for different functions. It is like the ministers who have been appointed. Why the Prime Minister appoints the minister? Because he cannot run in his case, he cannot run the entire country single-handedly. He has created various departments, isn't it? Various functions. And what he has done, he has kept his trusted people or qualified people to take responsibility of that function. And if we go to that minister and give him bribe to get our work done, so will the Prime Minister be happy? Say yes or no? So we are corrupt and we are making the entire system corrupt. And why we are going to the minister to offer bribe? Because we want some favor from him, which the Prime Minister will not allow. Prabhupada gives a very good example. Like if a 10-year boy goes to a shopkeeper with a 10 rupee note and he says that give me a packet of cigarette, what the shopkeeper will do? He will give. Why he will not give? You send your boy to the shopkeeper with 10 rupee, he will keep the 10 rupee and give the cigarette. And if the boy goes to the father, if the father is at the shop, what the father will do? What the father will do? He will give him the cigarette. What he will get? Huh? And what will happen to that 10 rupee? You're getting my point? Yeah. See, this is the difference between the practice that we are doing. It's called ritual and which is spiritual. Spiritual means that it is only out of desire of duty and love. It is not in desire of any return or reward. Then there is no devotion.
But Prabhuji, if somebody is doing prayers to demigod without any desire as a duty, then even though because
then in that case, if it is pure, then the demigod will lead the person to the Supreme Lord. That is, we have seen so many cases. Like in my case also what I saw. As I said, I was a devotee of Hanumanji. How we become devotee? Because I was born in the family. My father was praying to Hanumanji. When I was a kid like this, Gorangi is sitting and coming in the class. So she will pick up what we are doing. So I was, when I grew up little 2, 3, 4 years, then I sat with him. And he was every day chanting. So I was hearing. And when I picked up, I don't know, when I became a little grown up, so my father said that you do separate puja. I'm keeping Tuesday fast, you also keep. Naturally, if we can. So once I was having one bhajan book of Hanumanji. And in that bhajan book, this Bhagavad Gita verse was written, Sarv Dharmani Parityajya. And I became very curious. So I asked the Panditji who was coming in our house that what is this Sarv Dharmani Parityajya?
He told me this is श्लोक of Gita. I asked him what is Gita. He said जब आप स्टेशन जाओगे तो वहां पे गीता प्रेस का वो लगा रहता है स्टॉल, वहां से आप खरीद लेना, आपको पता चल जाएगा गीता क्या. So this is how I got my first Gita. When I read, I could not understand about, because at first it was in Hindi and there was no purport. Sanskrit I cannot read, Shloka I cannot read. So what I was reading? I was just reading the Anuvad. And many times in Bhagavad Gita, one word struck me the most, it was Muda. Krishna is again and again speaking Muda. So I was thinking, what is this Muda? I am the Muda. Then somehow I came to ISKCON. And from ISKCON from there, started studying Bhagavad Gita. There is one devotee of Shivji in Varanasi. He was very pure and he worshipped Shivji, but he had a daughter to marry. So he asked Shivji that I don't want to ask any material benefit from you, but what do I do? How do I marry my daughter? So you give me some resource. So Shivji guided him to go to Braj and meet Sanatan Goswami. He said, Sanatan Goswami is also my devotee and he has this paras money. Yeah. So you go and ask him, and as much as dhan you want, you take him from him. So when this Brahman came, he was actually Brahman. Brahman means intelligent person. So when he came, he saw Sanatan Goswami is busy in his bhajan. So he said that I am such and such Brahman, I am come from Kashi, and Shivji has sent me. He told me that you have paras money. He said, yes, I have. So he said that I have daughter's wedding, and you please allow me to use that paras money. So Sanatan Goswami said, yes, you can use it. So he said, show me where is this paras money. He said, you see that garbage bin? So below the garbage bin, if you pick up the garbage bin, there is this paras money. You can use it. So well, how do I use it? You can take it. So the Brahmana left. He was very happy that Sanatan Goswami, without any resistance, has given me the paras money. So when he went halfway, he was thinking that how easily Sanatan Goswami has given me paras money. That means he has something which is more valuable than paras money. That is why first thing he has kept it in the garbage bin. Secondly, when I asked, he did not, say that use it for some time or bring your iron and I will touch it and make it gold. He said, you take it. That means he must be having something which is more valuable than this paras money. So he came back and he said, Sanatan Goswami, I have heard that you are a sage, but you have cheated me. Well, how I have cheated you? Well, you have given me so easily this paras money. That means you have something which is more valuable than the paras money. So I want that. So Sanatan Goswami said, I have something which is more valuable than the paras money, but I will give you when you go and throw this in Yamuna. And this Brahmana went and threw this paras money in Yamuna. And when he came back, what he received? The Hare Krishna Maharaj. He did not say that, what will I do with this Mahamantra? How will I marry my daughter? He was Brahman. Actually, if this is so many cases we have seen. As I said, that all the ISKCON devotees, 90%, 99% of them are all demigod worshippers previously. So they have on bill, who has inspired them? The East that they were worshipping. They have inspired them to come to ISKCON. If you are genuine, then that is why you are here. Otherwise, why you will be sitting here and hearing Bhagavad Gita? Very difficult. In this material world, when people have so much, as I said, lust, anger, and greed, it is impossible. So unless and until there is some sense of sincerity, it is not possible. It is there. But if you have a sense of sincerity, then you must take full advantage of it. Okay, my time is up. It is already 9. I am always desiring to have some good question where I can have some depth philosophical discussion. So that the concept can go deeper. So please attentively hear. While you are hearing, make notes, because our memory in Kali Yuga is very, very weak. We don't remember. You see this boy? He's sitting here. He's so sincere. What is your age? 11 or 10? 12. No one tells him to make notes. And you see, he is able to pick up the recitation very easily. There's no difficulty. Why? Because the inclination is there, the intent is there, the desire is there. So it depends. It depends on everything. Depends on us. What is our intent and how much effort we are making. Okay, thank you very much. We have prasadam for everyone. Please enjoy prasadam. And please, for Bhagavatam, those who are not having Bhagavatam with them, you have Bhagavatam with you? सर से हाँ तो उनके पास मैं ही ला के दूंगा. मुझे 108 करने के लिए बोला मेरे प्रेसिडेंट ने. You do 108 Bhagavatam sets. Good. I mean, unless and until he pushes us, we will not do. We need someone to, really push us. You have with you? You don't have? You take one English one. Take the English one. You can study English. You can study English. Your sons and daughters will also study English. You keep Bhagavatam. If you keep the legacy of Bhagavatam, there is possibility of becoming a Bhagavat. Yeah. And daily study at least one verse of Bhagavad Gita. Today I was giving the connection of Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam and Chaitanya Charitamrita. I spoke almost half an hour for that. So first, very important is first 10 years spent on Bhagavad Gita. I would have spent even more. I'm still spending. Most of my time goes in study of Bhagavad Gita. I keep teaching Bhagavad Gita. So the understanding becomes more deeper and clearer. And then once you have studied Bhagavad Gita, then you start Srimad Bhagavatam. And when you have finished Bhagavatam, then you can start Chaitanya Charitamrita. That is pure, what do I say, nectar. Okay, thank you very much. So, okay, I'm noting down. 1 minute. One for you. What is your name? अरे नहीं ले लो. अब आपको टाइम देंगे. टाइम देंगे. मैं रोज रोज नहीं बोलूंगा ना. मैं खुद ही भूल जाऊंगा. बोलिए नाम बोलिए. अनिल जी. ओके. अभिनव. You have with you Bhagavatam set? You should take one. You have? You should take one. And take in English only. Don't go for regional languages. Go for the nectar what Srila Prabhupada is giving. Yeah. You have? आपके पास हिंदी का है? हिंदी का लिया दिनेश ने? हिंदी का लिया है ना? चलो कोई नहीं, आप हिंदी पढ़ो, फिर बाद में देखेंगे. You have? You have English? Okay. You don't have my. You read na? Okay. आपका तो हो गया अनिल जी के साथ मैडम. आपका तो अनिल जी के साथ हो गया. दिनेश जी के पास है. मैडम, you are having? You'll take English? अच्छा. Which language? Okay. You are reading? Okay. Carry on. What about you in the last? अभी तो भगवद गीता ही नहीं पढ़ने का टाइम मिलता. चलो पढ़ो. अभी भगवद गीता पढ़ो, फिर बाद में भागवतम करेंगे. तो 3 हुआ. You both will take na? One each. Students. Tell me your name. Sorry? A. You. Okay. And Lila. Okay, I'll bring 5. Okay, Dashil. I'll bring 5 for you. I'll send 5. You can pay in 1 month's time. There is no rush. Okay. There is no rush. It is actually till Bhadra Purnima.
You see, if we don't preach and if we don't tell people to read these literatures, what they will do? The influence of social media in their life remains more active. And they will never connect to the roots of our Sanatan Dharma. And this erosion is so heavy now. The next generation to save is becoming almost impossible. We are seeing in our own society the kind of interest or inclination we have for study of Shastras, new generation is not having. They don't have the foundation. Nobody teaches them, and when somebody teaches, they don't hear. Then how can they have the inclination or interest or taste? Okay, thank you very much. Please serve Prasad. Hare Krishna. Okay, amongst the online viewers, Kranti madam, why she is not coming? Kranti, why you are joining online? You are not in IRI. Acha. Okay, you are there already. You are there. Okay. Hare Krishna, Priyanka. You also try to distribute some Bhagavatam. Pradeep, you also try. You heard? Try at least give some support. And you also, Swapnija, you practice and preach also. You have so many teachers with you, so many faculty members. Ask them whatever language they want, Hindi, English.
Prabhuji.
Okay.
Okay, Prabhuji.
Thank you very much. श्रीमद् भागवतम की, श्रील भगवत पाद की जय, श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय।